caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Purdue Boilermakers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Boilermakers will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. So NC State's offense to go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit...
Flying down the left side. The 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Caught on the RPO. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Short pass. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to pass. Left side is Gibson. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. Looking for running room. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Down he goes.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Working that left side now. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Boilermakers will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Boilermakers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Again, running right, it's Gibson. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. 2nd and long here. He's looking to throw. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. The Boilermakers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Look out! He's got the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. He'll have enough for the first down after making that grab, but we do have a player who has not yet returned to his feet. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw one first. Rushes on. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Sells the fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Trying to barge their way in. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Purdue! Great job by the back on the option.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on 1st down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Hits inside, it's Scott. He's past the marker. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll be able to get off 1 more play before quarter's end. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Whip it out to the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They put the brakes on it.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
And the Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick give. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hands it off. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Out wide left, it's Townsend. Stopped short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. So now on comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good, and that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 35, sets a kickoff.
On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good. Tackles.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Release to the back. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
They'll move the wide receiver. And he's brought down after a short gain. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Run the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete to the right. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He wants it all. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. The quarterback takes a knee. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey guys, down on the Boilermakers sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down, gonna throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Now, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now, their offense has got to put some points on the board.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. Left side, it's Douglas. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Run in the red zone, it's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick give. It's Gauze. All over him immediately.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack! How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella, throw him the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They were all over it.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Quick step and go. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. They'll give it on the counter. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Could be headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to be... It's a fumble! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up, put your defense right back on the field. They got to answer the bell this time. Last time they gave up points. This time they're going to need to go bail you out and make you look good.
Straight ahead, it's Gauze. Oh, he's got some space. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Going to the run, it's Gauze. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Trying to establish the run. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're all over it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Tells the run, wants to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Gives it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Hands it off on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. You can score a touchdown. This thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run him again. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, NC State!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
2nd down, gonna throw it. This time it's complete.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They want that clock to run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it in his belly. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to squeak through the pile. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the pummeling has started. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Number 90, set to kick this one away.
And he'll return it and try to... And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Right side, it's Townsend.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Wide receiver going in motion. Turns out it's Townsend. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch right away. They're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it just in time.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Boilermakers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Townsend. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And offensively, man, They just keep finding him time and time again, and he's making plays. And if I'm the defense, I got to do something different. Like,
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop.
heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
The run inside. It's Scott. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Scott. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. One more play to pad the stats. Drops back on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese. Glad to have you with us from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock Whitney Stadium. We have a Monday night showcase for you here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the South Alabama Jaguars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Jaguars ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return, great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. I hope this guy will be a big part of the offense, Ja'Cory Barney Jr. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Huskers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Huskers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense will now get its first chance with the football. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, it's Davenport. Finds his target, and he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll move the tight end. Turns it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Play action on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stop right there.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Finds his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out.
Number 91, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. He'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, it's Phillips. Good, strong tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They kick it away on 4th down. Trying to get started. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the air, it's Calandria. Quickly to the tight end. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Leaves it with the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and
snags it, and there's running room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Jaguars headed quickly to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
In the backfield, it's Hunter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's 3rd and 5. Running inside, it's Phillips. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going with the ground game left. Gets away from one. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Might as well run him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Powers inside. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Throws to the tight end. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times where you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
2nd and long here. Looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Huskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run the counter. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off again. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Davenport. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Jenkins. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. What a return that was as they put points on the board with that 91-yarder. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Fires downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Out wide right, it's Phillips. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Mobile, but let's just go with notable. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock Whitney Stadium.
The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because I was...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
They boot it away. Looks it in. He's going to get loose. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ives. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hits inside. It's Phillips. He's got the first down. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Calls his own number. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive, and another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
The Jaguars decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Trying to take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Drops back. It's Scalandria. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Huskers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Hand it to the back. Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game, of who's winning, who's getting separation on the outside, who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage. This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quick give. It's Phillips. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Davenport. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Sells the run, looking to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Great place to start for this offense.
Ready. Blue 22, blue 22. Ready, go.
Straight ahead, it's Ives. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Working the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Cornhuskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Finally, got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. run inside. It's Phillips. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Sets his feet. It's Davenport. Right side, it's Woods. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It is perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Right back to the well. Maybe some room here. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ives. He's got enough. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, it's Phillips. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. This is a live look at David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Nevada Wolfpack and the Kansas Jayhawks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Nevada Wolfpack offense heads out, and they'll have the ball first. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Got a little space. There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the counter. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your 1st drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Oh, he's definitely going to want that one back. Man, they put a nice drive together. That's the opening drive you want. Start driving the football down the field, having success, and then you just get just a little bit aggressive, a little bit greedy, making the throw, forcing it into coverage, and throwing the interception.
Cuts it upfield. It's Edwards. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab. Into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out.
Number 29, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
The return is brought down at the 14. And the Nevada offense.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll go to the counter. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Gets a hand in there.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Ready, ready. Wide and three. Wide and three.
The give on the counter. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Wolfpack with a really good time to take a shot on 2nd and inches.
Wide 14. Ready, go.
Just feeds the running back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period.
Break. Here we go. Ready. Wide, ready, go.
Trying to move them on the counter. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Brown. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Nevada comes to the line after getting the 1st down. Going with the counter play here. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Tight end now in motion. Making the adjustment on the play. Driving forward, it's Turner. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nevada. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Nevada. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. RPO complete. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Moving the pocket, it's Marshall. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job.
Oh, he found a space on the right. He's at the to the house. Touchdown, Nevada. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play. Running game, one snap, one touchdown.
Number 84, set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Look out! And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Running inside, it's Turner. Breaks into the open. He's past the sticks. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rush is on.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Marshall. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Searching for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
First play of this drive. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And he avoids the sack.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half.
Set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Jayhawks want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take the...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. And send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this third and very long. That one comes out hot down the right side.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He unloaded a little too much on that one as it goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Drag down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Across the 25, he's got room. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Ready? Red 54, red 54.
Might as well give it to him again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hits inside. It's Turner. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The ride. There he goes. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it himself. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Marshall. Still looking. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it. We've reached the break. It's Nevada holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch.
Oh, that might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot and maybe throw the football down the field. But I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Nevada will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snaps on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Brown. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One more time, it's Brown. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. Again, it's Brown. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. Here's Brown. Touchdown, Nevada! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Kansas offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. On the return. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Looking for room. It's Woods. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
One of the things that makes this defense so hard to move the football against is their defensive line. That time, 4 guys on the field, and they're able to win. You saw that guy penetrate, get through the line of scrimmage. He gets the TFL. Big reason why they're winning today is the play of these guys up front.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
To throw, it's Marshall. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Jayhawks will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the returner will be brought down. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Quick give. It's Woods. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play fake. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they're sending out the field goal unit, which an optimist might say was speculative, and a pessimist would say, you're nuts. As to be expected, nowhere close to being good from that distance. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of Welcome to Pitbull Stadium. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. It's the New Mexico Lobos and the FIU Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Lobos ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So FIU's offense will be first on the attack. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Wants to go up top on second down. He lofts one down the sideline. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Drives inside. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. FIU will line up to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Trying to make one miss. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Lobos offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You could still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Open space at the 25. Nothing but green grass down the middle. All the way. Touchdown, Lobos.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gonna run it. It's Humphrey. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the counter. Taken down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Moves the pocket. It's Lane. Throwing right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Quick handoff. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Back's got it on the screen. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Sets his feet, it's Lane. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Miller. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Lobos have pushed it inside the 20. They'll go to the counter play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico!
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. There he goes. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for running room. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. He was doing everything. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays now set up where the whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that 3rd down and short range.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Finds his big tight end. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this 1st down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Complete out of the backfield. And this 4th down attempt will go awry as the defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. Using his legs, it's Humphrey. He's past the 30. At the 45 on his way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Throws to the wideout. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Might have a chance. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to him again. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Lobos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. They'll move the tight end. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Back to pass, it's Lane. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Miller. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Past the 6. Turning it on. Touchdown, New Mexico. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Driven back.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked at...
He's loose on the right. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fresh set of downs going up top. Flips it out to the back. He breaks a tackle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
This has been a nightmare for the offense. What's one of the most critical statistics in any college football game? It's the turnover battle. They've already got 3, David. We're not even through the first half. This couldn't be any worse if you're on offense.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise why they're trailing in this football game. When you continue...
Hey, pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
Wide, 53. Wide, right on the end.
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Snags it. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Fresh center downs going to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Straight ahead, it's Humphrey. At the 15, he's loose. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. There he goes. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. On play action. He wants to go deep. Upstairs, he's got it. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now on the counter. Here's a little room there. The 20. The inside. Touchdown, Lobos. Rolled his way into the end zone.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house.
Number 35, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Ford International comes out to start this drive. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. FIU will line up to punt.
On to punt and away.
Pulls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And your Florida International Panthers will take over.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Out wide left, it's Stone. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first. Caught. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tight end now in motion. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Look out! And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They want to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Takes off. Got enough for the first down. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabs it in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's Lane. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires quickly. Could not make his way to the corner. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. This should be the last play of the quarter. Trying to establish the run, and he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Give to the running back. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Burrowing for yardage. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. There's some daylight. There's a crease. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Humphrey. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Push is ahead. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Lobos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Trying to power it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. Quick give. Turning it up. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They'll run it. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a crease. There's some room. Got the first down. At the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On to attempt the try. And he missed it. Wide right and short. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. They'll need a bunch on second down. Left side is Stone. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Churns into the pile. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Can't get him to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.